concept of cyclic quadrilateral. A cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral in which all the four vertices lie on a circle. That means if we say that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, then all the four vertices will lie on a circle. Let us first draw a circle and then we can draw the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Now ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral because all the four vertices of the quadrilateral lie on the circle. Now in the case of cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to 180 degree, or we can say that the sum of opposite angle is supplementary. That means angle A and angle C are supplementary, and similarly B and D are supplementary. So it is given to us ABCD, a cyclic quadrilateral, and we are to prove angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree and angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. For this we will join the two diagonals. So we will join, the construction will be join AC and BD. Now we will join AC and then we will join BD. Now the proof will be, now as ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, that means the point AB is the chord to the circle. So as AB is a chord to a circle, so we can say that AB is a chord. So we can say that angle ADB is equal to angle ACB, because they are the angles in the same segment. That let us suppose they are equal to x. So this will be equal to x and this will be equal to x, because when AB is the chord, so angle C and angle D, the chord AB is making two angles in the same segment, and we know that angles in the same segment are equal. So we can say that angle ACB will be equal to ADB. Let we have marked them as x. So again, if we take BC as the chord, then we can say that angle BAC is equal to angle BDC. Let us suppose it is equal to y. The reason is the same. The angles in the same segment are equal. When BC is the chord, let us suppose this is equal to y and this will be equal to y. That means BAC and BDC, BDC and BAC, both the angles are in the same segment, so they will be equal. Let us mark them as y. So now if we take now in triangle ABC, angle ABC plus angle BAC plus angle BCA, that means angle ABC plus BAC plus BCA, that means all the three angles of the triangle ABC will be equal to 180 degree. This is angle sum property. Now according to substituting the values of A, we know that ACB, now ACB and ACB and is equal to x. So we will mark let ABC plus angle. First we will take the value of BAC, this is y, plus angle BCA is x. So we can say that angle ABC plus angle x plus angle y is equal to 180 degree. Let us mark it as equation 1. So we know that angle ADC is equal to angle ADB plus angle BDC, because angle ADC is equal to ADB plus BDC. So as we know that ADB is x and BDC is y, so it is equal to x plus y. Let us take it as equation 4. as equation 2. Now equation 1 states that angle ABC plus x plus y is equal to 180 degree, and we know that x plus y is equal to angle ADC. So using equation 2 in 1, we can say that angle ABC plus angle ADC is equal to 180 degree, or in the short form we can write that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Hence we have proved that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Similarly we can prove that angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, or we can say that as the sum of all the angles is equal to 360 degree, because the angle sum property of a quadrilateral states that the sum of angles is equal to 360 degree. Now B plus D is 180 degree, so angle A plus C will also be equal to 180 degree. So we can use any of the two concepts. So let us take that in quadrilateral ABCD, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree, and we know that B plus D is 180 degree. So we can say that angle A plus angle C plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. In the case of a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degree, or we can say that the opposite angles are supplementary. So we have proved that angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree, and angle B plus angle D will be equal to 180 degree. For this we have done a construction. We have joined the two diagonals. So we have joined AC and BD. Now we know that AB is the chord to a circle. So we know that the chord subtends equal angles in the same segment. So we can say that angle ADB is equal to angle ACB is equal to x. We have taken the value as x. So both the angles are in the same segment. So ADB is x and ACB is also x. We have identified them as x. Now again we can say that BC is the chord to the circle. So angle BAC is equal to angle BDC, and so we have marked them as y. So we can say that angle BAC plus angle BDC are in the same segment, so they will be equal, and we have taken them as y. So now in the triangle ABC, the sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree because of angle sum property. So we can say that angle ABC plus angle BAC plus angle BCA is equal to 180 degree. Now angle ABC plus, now BAC is identified as y, so I have taken y, and BCA has been identified as x, so I have taken it as x, so it is equal to 180 degree. I have marked this equation as 1. Now we know that angle ADC is equal to sum of angles ADB plus BDC. So it is equal to x plus y. Using this equation 2 in equation 1, we have found that angle ABC plus ADC will be equal to 180 degree. So in the short we can write that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, we can prove angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degree. But we can take the other method also, because we know that ABCD is a quadrilateral and sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degree. So I have substituted the value of B plus D as 180 degree. So angle A plus angle C plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree, or I can say angle A plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree. So hence this is how we can prove that the opposite angles of a quadrilateral in the case of a cyclic quadrilateral will be equal to 180 degree, or we can say the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Now let us discuss the converse of the theorem. That means if in a quadrilateral the sum of opposite pair of angles is 180 degree, then the quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. That means if we are given a quadrilateral ABCD such that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, we have to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. That means it has been given a quadrilateral ABCD such that angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, and we are to prove that it is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Now a quadrilateral ABCD in which angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, and we are supposed to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. For this we will draw, the construction will be, we will draw a circle through point A, B and C. As we know that A, B, C are non-collinear points, that means the points do not lie on a line. So we can draw a circle passing through these 3 points. So there can be 2 situations, either the circle will cut line CD or the point D will be inside the circle. So now I have drawn the 2 situations. Case 1 in which the circle is passing through A, B and C and through point E such that CD is extended to point E, and the second can be a situation in which the circle passing through A, B and C will cut CD at point E. That means in the first case the point D was inside the circle, so I extended the side CD to meet the circle at E and then I joined AE. And in the second case, as the circle is cutting the side CD at E, so I will now join AE. So in both the cases we can say that the proof will be through point A, B and C, and then we have joined AE. Now the proof will be ABCE is a cyclic quadrilateral, because we know that the point A, B, C were lying on the circle and the point E is also lying on the circle in the first case also and in the second case also. So we can say that ABCE is a cyclic quadrilateral in both the cases. So we can say that because ABCE is a cyclic quadrilateral, so angle B plus angle E will be equal to 180 degree. Because the sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to 180 degree, so we can say that angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degree. We were given that angle A plus angle B plus angle D was 180 degree. Now we have seen that angle B plus E is 180 degree. From the both the equations we can say that angle D is equal to angle E. But this is not possible, because in the first case angle E and angle D is the exterior angle of the triangle ADE. So and we know that the exterior angle is greater than the interior opposite angle, because we know that the exterior angle in a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. So for angle D, the interior opposite angles will be angle A and angle E. So that means angle D will be greater than angle E. But we have shown that angle D is equal to angle E, so our assumption is wrong. Moreover, in the second case, ADE is a triangle in which angle E is the exterior angle and angle D is the interior angle. And again, the exterior angle E cannot be equal to the interior opposite angle, because it is greater than the interior opposite angle. So in both the cases, the assumption is wrong. That is, the point D cannot be inside the circle, or the point D cannot be outside the circle, or that means the point D will lie on the circle, or we can say that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, because our assumption is because we have assumed that the circle is not passing through point D, so our assumption is wrong. Because now we have shown in both the cases, if the circle is not passing through D, either the point D will be inside the circle or the point D will be outside the circle. And in both the cases, when the point D is inside the circle, so point E will be on the circle, and then ABCE will be a cyclic quadrilateral. And in the second case, if the point D is outside the circle, that means the circle is cutting CD at E, then again ABCE is a cyclic quadrilateral. So in both the cases, angle B plus angle E was equal to 180 degree. from the two equations B plus D is 180 degree, B plus E is 180 degree, we have found that angle D is equal to angle E. But in both the cases this is not possible because the exterior angle cannot be equal to the interior opposite angle, because we know that the exterior angle is a sum of interior opposite angles. So now when the exterior angle has to be greater than any one of the interior opposite angles. So that means in the first case angle D should be greater than angle E, and in the case angle E should be greater than angle D. So in both the cases the assumption is wrong. That means the point D cannot be inside the circle and the point D cannot be outside the circle. So that means the point D will lie on the circle, or hence we can say that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. Let us now apply the concept of cyclic quadrilateral. We are given a question that ACDF is a cyclic quadrilateral and a circle passing through A and F meets AC and BD at B and E respectively. That means ACDF is a cyclic quadrilateral. Moreover, ABEF is also a cyclic quadrilateral because a circle is passing through A and F and it meets AC at B and DF at E. So if we join BE, then we have a quadrilateral ABEF. So ABEF is also a cyclic quadrilateral. So we can say that the solution will be as ABEF is a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, angle B plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. Let us mark it as equation 1, because in a cyclic quadrilateral the pair of sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to 180 degree. So angle B plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. Now similarly, if again I say that as ACDF is a cyclic quadrilateral, because it has been given to us that ACDF is a cyclic quadrilateral, so we can say that angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. Let us mark it as equation 2. So from equation 1 we get angle B plus angle F is 180 degree, and from equation 2 we get angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. So from 1 and 2 we get angle B is equal to angle C. But angle B and angle C are corresponding angles when CD and EF are straight lines and BC is the transversal cutting them. But as they are equal, so whenever the corresponding angles are equal, the straight lines are parallel to each other. So this is how we can say that BE is parallel to CD. Hence we can say BE is parallel to CD. So this is how we can apply the concept of cyclic quadrilateral, because in the case of cyclic quadrilateral the sum of opposite angles is equal to 180 degree. So first I have taken the quadrilateral ABEF because it is a cyclic quadrilateral, so angle B plus angle F will be equal to 180 degree. Then I have taken the quadrilateral ACDF. In the case of ACDF, angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. So from 1 and 2 we get angle B is equal to angle C, but we see that angle B and angle C are corresponding angles when BE and CD are straight lines and BC is the transversal cutting them. As they are equal, as angle B is equal to angle C, so we can say that BE is parallel to CD. Hence proved that it was asked in the question to prove that BE is equal to CD. So we have proved that BE is equal to CD.